When we talk about Afghan women, we usually imagine ladies in blue burkas covered from head to toe. When the Taliban came to power in this country, they prohibited women from showing their bodies, studying and working in many positions. But there were other times in Afghanistan when women could participate in beauty pageants. Do you want to see all the Miss Afghanistan and discover how their lives turned out? Then keep watching, and you will be amazed when you know what beauty can be hidden under a blue burqa. Today, women in Afghanistan are oppressed like nowhere else in the world. Since the rise of the Taliban terrorist group in 2021, women lost all their rights. If you are a girl or a woman in Afghanistan right now, you are banned from attending school and universities, you cannot travel over 72 kilometers or access healthcare without a male chaperone. You are forbidden from working for NGOs or wearing colorful clothes. You are banned from playing sports or going to a park. All women can appear on the street only in blue burqas that cover the body from head to toe. Today it isn't easy to imagine that everything was completely different many years ago. Once upon a time, women wore short skirts in the center of Kabul. The golden time in the Kingdom of Afghanistan is considered to be the period from 1919, when the country's independence was declared, until 1973, when a coup d'etat took place and the monarchy was abolished. Just imagine, in 1972, Kabul was considered one of the Middle East's most advanced and developed cities. Students in bright dresses walked along the city streets holding books. Women could vote, study at universities, and participate actively in public life. It was in 1972 that the first ever beauty contest was held in Afghanistan. It was attended by about 100 Afghan girls aged around 20 years. The winner was 18-year-old Zora Daud. The girl from a famous and wealthy family. Her father was one of Afghanistan's most successful surgeons. Zora was raised around her personal cooks and maids in high society Kabul. She was privileged and didn't need to enter the pageant. However, at the time it seemed exciting and prestigious. None of the people around condemned the girl for participating in this event. After winning the Miss Afghanistan contest, the girl became a famous TV presenter and married a commercial airline captain. The organizers of the competition wanted to use it to promote higher education for women and the academic achievements of young Afghan girls in the country. However, subsequent political events changed the country. In 1973, a couple of months after the beauty contest, there was a coup d'etat. In 1978, there was a revolution, and then the USSR invaded Afghanistan and occupied it. Terrible events forced the beauty queen and her husband to move to the United States. There they had to start life from scratch. Zora Daud, a beauty queen and a famous TV presenter in her home country, had to take on the most straightforward jobs. She got a job at French bakery in Richmond, where she had to wait on guests and wash floors. And her husband, a successful commercial pilot, had to get a job at McDonald's and then as a taxi driver. They could never return to their homeland, where wars and revolutions raged. However, they began to live successfully in the USA, learned English, had children, and 20 years later bought a luxurious house in Malibu. Zora Daud returned to work as a TV presenter and organized a fund, Women for Afghan Women. Today she is a well-known social activist and American TV celebrity. She remains the only Afghan woman to win the Miss Afghanistan pageant in her country. Indeed, after 1972, no beauty contest was held in Afghanistan. All subsequent competitions were held only abroad among Afghan women who emigrated from their native country. So, in 2003, Vida Samadzai, an American Afghan actress and model, received the title of Miss Afghanistan. She became the first Afghan woman to participate in the Miss Earth International Beauty Contest. And she really surprised everyone by appearing appearing in front of the audience in a red bikini. This act shocked the conservative part of her country and amazed Western observers who were delighted with her courage. 2003 was a year of great hope for the women of Afghanistan. The country only recently got rid of the regime of the terrorist group Taliban, which ordered women to wear burkas and prohibited them from studying and working. Therefore, with her courageous act, Vida Samadzai wanted to inspire all the women of Afghanistan. I would like to make people aware that, as Afghan women, we are talented, intelligent and beautiful, she told Reuters news agency. I am happy and feel great that the country is relieved from the Taliban's regime. Now women can go to school and work and are free. They don't have to wear those long burkas anymore. Of course, the Afghan Supreme Court condemned her participation in the Miss Earth beauty pageant, saying such a display of the female body goes against Islamic law and Afghan culture. In particular, traditionalists objected to her appearance in a red bikini during the pageant's press presentation. However, the West appreciated her bold step. Vida Samadzai was given a unique Beauty for a Cause award at that year's Miss Earth competition. Undeterred by the ban or threats, Vida returned to the Miss Earth pageant the next year as part of the jury. She helped choose Priscilla Mireles as Miss Earth 2004. She also won the Miss America pageant in 2005-2006. Unfortunately, she never managed to return to her homeland where a cruel reprisal could await her. However, her life was already successful. She graduated from the University of California, made a great career on television and became a US citizen. For example, she took part in the TV show Big Boss 5. The third woman to be crowned Miss Afghanistan was Afghan-German model Zalasht Sadat, who won the competition in 2009. At that time, the contest was held in Germany due to the unstable situation in Afghanistan. She didn't shock the public by wearing a bikini and appeared in a beautiful long dress before the audience. Zalasht Sadat is known for winning several beauty pageants, including Miss Globe in 2012. However, she was less involved in active social work than the previous participants. In 2014, the title of Miss Afghanistan was awarded to Arab-Afghan-American model Bahari Ibadat. This time, the beauty contest was held in Dubai. In 2023, Bahari achieved another distinction by being recognized as the inaugural Afghan female Islamic studies researcher. Winning a beauty pageant was an excellent opportunity for her to fight for women's rights and participate in charity. At the same time, as a true Muslim, Bahari Ibadat refused to participate in the swimsuit competition. She performed in public in a beautiful closed dress, but was bareheaded. In ordinary life, she often wears a hijab. Despite her closed clothes and modest appearance, her participation in a beauty contest case contradicts the beliefs of radical Islamists who believe that a woman should not show her beauty to anyone except her husband. Today, Bahari Ibadat has American citizenship and lives in the United States. She also remains the last Miss Afghanistan. This competition has not been held since 2014, and now it is unlikely to be carried out shortly. All hopes of Afghan women for a free life were dashed after the Taliban came to power in the country again in 2021. Now women are deprived of the most straightforward fundamental rights, such as medicine, education, and work. Beauty contests and any other social activity for them is still a pipe dream. Today, even images of women on advertising posters in Afghanistan are prohibited. Women are excluded from public life and forced to stay at home, as in prisons. Only those who could go abroad and start a new life there were lucky, but unfortunately not everyone has such an opportunity. Do you think Afghanistan will return to the times when women regain their rights? Thanks for watching. Remember to share your thoughts with me. Click like and subscribe. See you next time.